Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? I was thinking about Jerry Seinfeld the other day. I told his dirty joke. Anyways, he was hilarious. But I've been telling somebody else. Hey, watch this. Let me I get some light on this. All right. Do you know the funny thing? There's a funny thing about this rudimentary religion that they call Christianity. These guys, they tell you, this guy raised from the dead, walked on the water, to wine, bread, fish, and loaves, all kinds of stuff. I save my immortal soul. Heaven, and sincerely, do you actually believe in it with the power of speaking in tongues? All this shit. I said, sure, okay, I'm a kid. Why not? Right? It's rudimentary. You don't have to do anything in Christianity for real, just believe some shit. And if you believe it, you're good. And those guys, if you can get those guys to believe it, you know, that you just, whatever, fuck, right, whatever. When they told me, I believe it, and I said, okay. They didn't really understand what else I was believing. I didn't know what else I was believing at the same time that I was believing in Christ Jesus. Because, for real, if you believe that shit, you're sincere about it, you should know better than a lot of shit. But it's not written in the book. Yeah, I'll tell you, there was a guy, he was mute. His tongue, it worked perfectly. He could see everything. He wouldn't swear a word. I guess it's like fire signs. I guess, I don't know. Maybe his vocal cords didn't connect. I don't know. But this guy, he could cut stone. Yeah, cut stone. Him and his girl. Only two. They had some kids and everything. Nobody could say the word. Look, these two guys, they could cut stone here, out of a mountain. Here. They could cut the stone here. The stone would come out of a fucking mountain over there. Just and sit and connect right to the next one. And look, all you have to do is draw a diagram and show them what you need next. All you have to do is go look at, give them a good idea of something. They can cut the and fit that shit and set that shit up. But the dude, he was always working. But the daughter and the kid, they could do the same shit, man. Nobody would talk to you. Nobody would say shit. But, I mean, one of the people at the village, because don't nobody fuck with these guys because they're quiet. And these other people, they would talk a little bit, but it was shh, because he's working. Hey, what the fuck he's doing? He's building a pyramid. I do. Where? Anyway, so this guy was telling me the story about this pterodactyl shit down his the whale hole, and it suffocated. It fell to the bottom of the sea, and the pressure was so great. There's an immortality diamond at the bottom of San Andreas Fault. At the trench, right? Immortality diamonds. The pressure. I'm trying to. But the only problem is, the only problem about that is, they were getting these guys to build oil rigs. You know, they dropped the steel down there and everything, but you got to put it together. They put as much together as they could. You know what I mean? Submarine, you can find a flat ground and everything. They say the guy was in a submarine, and he dropped threw a rock off the side of the boat. And I mean, it was like, I was way underwater, high pressure, but they found some flat place, and then something hit the top of the side of the side of the submarine. It was an hour, 20 hours later, and it was way over on the side. But it was that rock that dude threw. What else is down here at the bottom of the ocean? Fuck. Anyway, so they were paying these guys, the welders, because you got to weld steel together, because you got a flat ground, you got to weld that shit down. Underwater welders, exactly. They were paying these guys $50,000 a week. You could make $1 million during that shit. But what happened was, they sent the first guy, they trained a bunch of guys, right? They trained a bunch of guys. They sent the first guy didn't last a week. And this kid, there was another kid. They looked at me and asked me, why didn't the first guy, instead of just doing the diving, why didn't he start doing training instead? Because we got so scared. Because like I said, kid, I threw this brick in the air so high, it never came down. They found that immortality diamond and never came back up. I guess, I don't know. But if you want $50,000 a week for do some underwater, I don't know if they do still build rigs underwater and shit. They're fracking now or some shit. I don't know. This book I read, it started in the beginning. It was